day, everyone. This is Bristol and it's Bristol Production. What are we here for? We are here to enlighten you on how you can make your daily use. Daily use like what? In your liquid soap production, bar soap production, Dettol, hand sanitizer and what have you. But our focus for this afternoon is to teach you, to enlighten us on how you can make liquid transparent wash, as a transparent liquid wash, and what are the things that is involved in making this liquid transparent wash. But before I go into that, I want to let us know the uses. We have the regular soap and the transparent one. The transparent one is the one that we produce, and you will see that the soap is clear, compared to the one that is cloudy. I won't make it to be transparent is what I'm going to be enlightening you on, so that you know how to do it yourself, DIY. So stay tuned and don't go nowhere. This is our Texapon. Texapon is also antibacterial and is one of the major components in making the transparent soap. We have this. This is our SLS. The science name is sulfate L'Oreal. Sodium sulfate L'Oreal. So what it does, you can see that it has the shape of a rice. What it does is it makes the soap to be foaming. By the time you dissolve it in water, it's add foam to the foaming ability of the soap. And here we have sodium chloride, which is our normal table salt. It also helps in the transparency of the soap. Here is our perfume. We have a mixture of two perfume here, strawberry and lavender. Here is our caustic soda. What it does is to remove stain. Any soap you are doing, you need caustic soda, to remove stain from the fabric or the surfaces you are going to be using washing it. And this is also a foaming agent, sulfonic acid. Sulfonic, not sulfuric. And what it does is it increases the foaming of the production. And this is our color. The color comes in powder form. It has been dissolved in water. Okay, we want to go into the production proper. I have been able to show you the chemicals involved, and I want you to know the measurements. You can see on the board here now, we are trying to make approximately 15 liters of the soap. Just the Texapon is quarter of a kg. Then the sodium chloride, which is the table salt, 500 grams. Then the FLS, 1/8. Then we have caustic soda, 116, just small. Then sulfonic acid, 250 ml. Perfume, just small quantity. Then color as desired in small quantity. Just the way I have shown you the chemical, this is the quantity for making approximately 15 liters of the transparent liquid wash. You can see the ingredient and the quantity that we need. Texapon, quarter kg. Sodium chloride, which is the normal table salt, 500 grams. Then we have our SLS, 1/8 kg. Then caustic soda, 116. Then sulfonic acid, 250 ml. Then perfume, small quantity. Then color as desired in small quantity. Going to the production now, this is the caustic soda. I want to dissolve it in 2 liters of water. 2 liters of water. When making it at home, please caution should be taken, and we stay out of the reach of the children so that they will not come near you. We dissolve the caustic soda in 2 liters of water, after which you add your sodium L'Oreal sulfate, which is your SLS. Like I told you, is a foaming agent and it has the shape of a rice. You dissolve the two of them inside and you allow it to ferment for a few minutes. There is a need for us to dissolve it in water before we start the production. So while it's dissolving, you can start off with the other one. Just follow it the way I'm doing it and you will get your desired results. So while this is being fermented, we will come to this other bowl, because what we need is just 2 bowls and a turning stick. That is our material needed to start off. So what I'm going to put in this bowl, I'm going to empty this Texacorn. I'm going to empty this Texacorn into the second bowl. I'm going to empty the Texacorn. Just follow it the way I'm doing it and you will get your desired results. You empty your Texacorn. Then this is the table salt. You pour it as well. 500 grams of the table salt. Then you use your turning stick. You turn it together. Turn it until the Texacorn and the salt mix very well. You continue to turn it together. It doesn't mind the direction you are turning it. It can be clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. You turn it until everything is properly mixed together. You turn it. As you can see, everything is being mixed together. After turning, let's check our caustic soda and you can see that is all this thing is going to dissolve properly. Like I said, what I have here is caustic soda and SLS, and I want to pour the sulfonic acid here so that all the foaming agents will be together with the caustic soda. I want to pour the sulfonic acid in this solution. As you are pouring, you continue to stir. There will be a chemical reaction. You can see that the color has changed. The reaction is an exothermic reaction because there is evolution of heat. So after you have dissolved your sulfonic acid here, we'll take it back. We'll come and be pouring it gently. As you pour, you stir. As you pour, you continue to stir. As you pour inside, you continue to stir it. As you pour, you continue to stir. Like I said, we are trying to achieve 15 ml, 15 liter. So we need to add more water. Continue to add water. The thickness of the soup depends on you. If you want it very thick, you might want to leave it at 10 liter. But if you want it to be a little bit light, you allow it to get to that 15 liters. We're going to divide it so that it can accommodate the two bowls. I have to divide it into the two bowls. Since you are trying to make it up to, you need to add more water. You still need to add more water. You need to add more water. Add more water to this one too. You can see that the thickness of the soap is already there. So if you want it very thick, you don't need to add additional water. But if you want it a little bit lighter, you can add. But what I normally do in my soap production is that I used to add enough foaming agents so that even if the soap is very light, it can still perform its function very well. That is, it will foam and it will remove stain, be it on the fabric, on your plates, on your hand, washing of your tiles or cleaning of the house entirely. You know, you can see that the thickness is still there. That is the work of the salt, the sodium chloride that we added. It will make the soap to be more transparent, make it clearer. And the foaming agent that I added, which is SLS and sulfonic, is more than enough to make the soap to foam very, very well. Just need to add a little water. Just like I said, it's still very thick. If you need to add more water to make it up to 15 liter, fine and good, because this bowl is 5 liter. So what I have here is 10. You know, if you still want to make it up to 15, you can go ahead and add more water. But if you want your soap to be very thick, you don't need to add extra water. It is thick like your normal regular Mama Lemon and the Morning Fresh. You know, they are always thick and transparent. So I believe you can still leave the thickness at this stage. But if you want it to be a little bit, you know, not too thick and not too watery, you can go ahead and make it up to 15 liters. So the next thing now is to dissolve, to add our perfume. Like I told you, what I mix here is 2 perfumes, which is the strawberry and lavender. If you want to add your perfume, I don't like to add it straight. Why? Because at times the addition of the perfume can make your work to be very, very flat. It won't be able to rise. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take small soap into this small bowl, then dissolve the perfume there. I will dissolve the perfume in this small bowl, then I will add to the two of them. Because at times, if you add it straight to your production, it can make the soap to be flat, making it not to foam. Or it can be too perfume that even while you have used it to wash your plate is still smelling of perfume. So you don't need to add it in excess. That was why I said just in small quantity. So after dissolving the perfume in small quantity of soap, you can now add into the two of them. The fragrance is so beautiful. So the choice of perfume is yours. You can use banana fragrance, you can use strawberry, you can use fruity. Like I told, this is a mixture of 2 perfume, so that it will have a very unique perf. People will say, what is the name of that perf you added? You know, because if it's a normal regular one, they can easily detect. But if you mix like 2 or 3 perfume together, we have a very unique smell that people won't be able to detect the one that you use. So after the addition of the perfume, the next stage is to add our color. This is orange color. It comes in powder form. It has been dissolved in water. So the color is just as you like it. Add it in orange. You can see that the color has changed. You can as well leave one pure, as in not addition or no color added, or you just the color choice is yours. You can leave it plain. You can add color. The color add beauty to it. It makes it colorful. Add it to on this the other one. If you want your production to be very deep, it depends on you. You can go ahead and add more color. But color did not really have any effects. It's just to add beauty to it. If you don't need the color, fine. You can leave it the way it is before I added the color. And if you want to add color, you go ahead and add any color of your choice. Just dissolve it in water and you pour. So with this, our soap is ready. You just allow the foam to go down, then the transparency will be very visible. You allow the foam to settle, then you will see how transparent. Even me looking at it this way, you can see that it's very clear. You know, let's leave it for some few minutes, and you will see that the transparency will be very good. So this is the end of this production, and I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it. You know, I want to hear feedback from you. Chat me up on my WhatsApp, which you will see on the screen of the video. I would like to hear from you, and I will keep you posted on our next production. Thank you, and this is Bristol once again. Thank you for viewing, and God bless.